Panasonic, the heart of your system.
Hello, Briony here from Kit Guru, and I'm here on the Corsair stand at CES Las Vegas 2019. I'm here stood next to their new Slipstream technology. So it's something that they announced on Monday. It's a new wireless technology. It's got some quite cool tech behind it, and it basically means that it rids the need to have loads and loads of different wireless dongles connected to your PC. So you can have up to basically 3 peripherals connected to the same dongle, which is something I really like because I always run out of USB ports. So if you're someone that likes using wireless peripherals, but maybe you're annoyed with the amount of dongles and things, then I do think it's some really cool tech. I'm going to talk to Michael, and he's got all the sort of technical information on the Slipstream, so he can hopefully tell me a little bit more about it. Hello, Michael. Can you tell me more about the Slipstream technology? What sort of is going on behind the scenes, and what sort of features and things does it have, do you think, that will benefit people that are using the wireless peripherals?
Sure. So what we've got is our Slipstream wireless technology, and what it is able to do is it's twice as fast as previous generation technology. So it's 0.5 millisecond latency now instead of 1 millisecond latency. So that's a huge improvement. It's really best-in-class performance. And we also have some amazing new reliability features with Slipstream as well. So we've got intelligent frequency shift, which at that half millisecond switches wireless channels so that you're always in the fast lane for wireless gaming connectivity. And then, of course, we also have what's called a smart protocol layer, and what that enables is packet retransmission. So again, it makes sure that there's a redundancy in connection. And last is it's 2.5 times more powerful than last gen. That gets us up to 65 feet of wireless connectivity, or 20 meters. So Slipstream technology is not only fast, but it's also reliable, and it has the longest range of any technology we've ever deployed for wireless.
That's a really cool tech. So what sort of peripherals are you going to have that technology? I think we've got the Harpoon Wireless RGB. Is that one of the first products you've got that are going to be featuring the new Slipstream, or is it going to work with the whole new range of products that are already existing?
So actually both. So the Harpoon RGB Wireless here is our first product that has the Slipstream technology, but by Q3 of this year, we're going to have mouse, keyboard, and headset products available that leverage this. And with headsets, it actually gets even better. It goes up to 100 feet or 30 meters of wireless range. And what we have here with the Harpoon Wireless is it is a 10,000 DPI mouse, weighs in at only 99 grams, has that amazing tech, and also features a little door here where the USB Slipstream wireless receiver can go into. So when you're traveling or you're moving around, you can keep the dongle with you. In addition to that, it also has both a USB wired and a Bluetooth mode. So it's not only fast, high performance, but it's also super flexible.
And does this come in at a good price as well? Is it affordable for people?
I mean, people are shocked by the price, but only $49.99 US for our first highest performance wireless product. And of course, we're going to have more a variety of different mice and other products as well. So this is just the beginning, and we just want it to be at the right price to get it in the hands of as many people as possible.
That's great. Thank you, Michael. The Slipstream technology does seem really cool. I think it's definitely going to improve wireless peripherals. I know some people sort of slightly worried about wireless technology and gaming and things with latency, but I think it's definitely come a long way from where it used to be. So moving around, we've got some stuff here from Elgato. So I recently took a look at the Camlink 4K, but what they've been announced here at the show is that they've got these new lights, which is something that's really interested me. It caught Leo's eye as well. So they're new. The new key lights, so they can sort of like clip onto your desk. They are really, really bright, and then using the Stream Deck, you can actually change the different colors, and you can change the different brightness as well, turn the brightness up and down, and they do definitely go up very, very bright. So I think if you're someone that's like interested in streaming or a content creator, so I've come around to the other side of the stand where Corsair is showing off the new Corsair One Pro I180. It's something that we've covered in the news, like the press release is already announced if you want all the full details and things on it. But it does look very nice. It's got some very fancy RGB lighting. I think the main thing is the amount of powerful components that Corsair have managed to cram into such a small chassis. If we head round onto the other side, they have got an exploded view, so we can see how they managed to fit everything in. So with the side panels and the lids sort of taken off, you can see that they have used like all-in-one coolers. There's one on the CPU, there's one on the GPU. They've got one of their small form factor power supplies down in the bottom, and I find it really incredible how you can get so much computing power into such a small space. I'm not sure how well it performs cooling wise and things, but it does definitely look cool, and I am mildly impressed, well, pretty impressed actually, by this one. So if we head back round to the other side, we can take a look at what cases a Corsair have got. So starting off with something a little bit different from Corsair, they're sort of entering into the more budget case market. This is the Spec Delta, so it's going to retail for around £70 in the UK. It's a little bit different. The fans and things don't work with their IQ software. So Corsair IQ has been around for a while now. Everything they seem to have works with it. But this case is for those of you that want the RGB lighting, but you're not that bothered about all the fancy effects, but you want a case that is more budget, but still has the tempered glass, still has RGB fans and things. I do think it is quite nice. Obviously Corsair are trying to grab people from every single market possible and get them into their cases, so yeah, I do quite like that one. And to the right of me here we've got some Carbide series cases. So these aim towards those of you that don't really care about RGB lighting. You want a case to be quiet, you still want it to have good cooling and things, just a very sort of subtle black design. Obviously no tempered glass side panels to be found, it's just minimalist and quiet. So I do like my RGB lighting, I must admit, but I think they are sort of aiming for the be quiet market. I guess they're trying to pull everyone from everywhere and get them onto their cases. And then moving down, probably my favorite thing that I've seen on the Corsair stand here. So they have announced that they're bringing out a white all-in-one cooler, the H100i, and I do think it looks absolutely beautiful. I think they've also released some of their LL120 fans. Pascal is bringing me a box as we speak. You'll never see this again. It's going in my suitcase. So yeah, the LL120 fans they brought out in white as well. As like I'm sure, as most of you know, I absolutely love my white computer components. So all-in-one cooler in white, the fans in white, and also they have updated the cables as well. So the Corsair braided cables have been around for a little while now that you can buy for the modular power supplies, but they have updated them. They've got some new cable combs that look a lot easier to use. You can sort of take them apart, so they're easier to get onto the cables and things. But yeah, my favorite thing today, it looks beautiful, the whole setup looks fantastic. So Corsair have updated a couple of their power supplies as well, and they also have got a new one. So the AX Series, a very popular series of power supplies, have been newly updated, so they've got them on the stand here. And then they've also got the small form factor, the SF series of power supplies. The SF750, they've got quite an interesting display going on. So they've got a full-on gaming PC here. It's got Threadripper in it, it's got SLI RTX 2080 Ti's, and it is all powered by that tiny power supply in the bottom. It does come with an adapter as well, so you can use it in a full-size case as they are demonstrating. And me and Leo also found out that it comes at a reasonable price, I would say. I was pleasantly surprised. It is platinum rated, but it only comes in about around £130, so why do you need any other power supply? But yeah, a nice little display. And then also if we go back over here, if you're a fan of putting your graphics card in a very strange location, it does look pretty cool, to be honest. They have now also got the premium PCIe cable as well. That comes in at around £50, which I think is slightly more affordable than you'll find from some other companies. And it's a PCIe cable. So I've got a packet here with the new cables. So they're going to come in a few different colors. This is the black and white one, and then I think they've got like a red and things as well. And they're also going to do the front panel extension kit, so you can get those in white. A lot of things really to just make your PC look really pretty. It makes me happy. Obviously, it does come a bit of an extra cost, but I do like the braided cables personally. And also as well, as you can see sat on the desk, Corsair are going to start doing thermal paste. No idea how it performs or anything, but if you want absolutely everything in your PC to be Corsair, then you have got the option to have Corsair thermal paste now as well. So Corsair have updated a couple of their power supplies as well, and they also have got a new one. So the AX series, I think a very popular series of power supplies, has been around for a while. So Corsair have also released, while we're at CES, a brand new dominated Platinum RGB. It's got some new fancy RGB lighting technology going on called Capellix. So towards my right here, they have got a little demonstration to sort of show the difference between the old style LEDs and this new LED technology that they are working on. So there is the RAM here, sort of lighting up, looking all pretty, and also what the new technology does, it means they can fit a lot more LEDs into the same space. So you don't get this sort of weird dot effect that you used to get. They now sort of like work together almost as like a screen. They can cram a lot of them into a really tiny space. They have sort of started off with RAM. I think the RAM they've got, it does look very pretty. I'm not sure it looks too much different to the original RGB RAM, but I'm really excited to see this technology on other peripherals and things, so mice, keyboards, headsets, etc. They also mentioned that it does use less power as well. So they've brought out the new sort of wireless slipstream technology, and they've also created the new sort of Capellix RGB technology to put on the wireless peripherals as well, that uses less power. So something like an RGB keyboard isn't going to have really stupid battery life anymore. And maybe RGB on headsets, wireless headsets, will start to make sense. But I do think this is some cool tech. It's starting off with RAM, but I'm expecting to see it on a lot more products, and I really do like how it looks. I think there's probably a lot they could do with this to make PCs even more crazy and even more RGB lighting. So finishing up here on the Corsair stand at CES 2019, I'm finishing with my favourite product that I've seen here right next beside me. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video from Kit Guru, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more from Kit Guru, make sure to hit the subscribe button.